Hello there, it's Jason here from My Aircon Care. How are you? Look, if you're watching this presentation, it means that you've expressed interest in our marketing and sales system for aircon businesses. And I want to welcome you to the video. I'm doing this video to give you more information on the product itself and how we can actually help you to grow your business, just like the way I have. So I've kind of made this presentation to show you a little bit about me, what it is, what I've built over the last 4 to 5 years, and how it can help you to grow your business. If you're an aircon guy or you're in the aircon cleaning space, this is going to work really, really well for you by just bringing a constant flow of new clients into your books, which is what we need. We need a constant flow of those new fresh leads, but not just anything, but we want qualified people. We want people that want to talk to us, and we want to not be wasting our time talking to people that just are going to fluff around, okay, and relying on friends and family and past clients to refer your work isn't going to work. It's not going to allow you to grow. It's not going to allow you to grow and measure what's working and what's not working, and the system I have here for you, you're able to do that. You're able to measure and you're able to scale it up if that's what you wanted to do. Alright, so let's just get started. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Jason McKay. I'm the director and creator of My Aircon Care, and I'm a family man. I own a house in Baddo Bay. We purchased in 2021 December, and I live here with my family. And I'm, the main provider for my family. And my wife's a registered nurse. She works at Gosford Hospital there. But there's a few photos of us. My son in the middle and my kids in the black and white photo there. And there's my wife there with me on a little trip away. We went away a couple of weeks back, and that's a photo from that. But I'm just a guy like you that wants to, get somewhere in life. I want to have a go and create a business that's going to help my family to be comfortable, and I'm sure that's why you're here and that's what you're doing as well. People like us, we want to be successful, and we want to work for ourselves and grow a business, and that's certainly what I've done for my family, and I really want to help you to get to that point as well. Because I'm really comfortable now, and the reason I'm confident enough to help people like yourself is because I've been doing it. I've been doing it over the last 4 to 5 years, and I've built a system that's I can literally put into your business, and I know it's going to work because I've tried it all over Australia, and it works everywhere. But anyway, look, that's a bit about me. I like doing a bit of surfing, and when I get time. As it is at the moment, if you're in aircon, summer's a busy time of year, so we're out and about, and we're starting early and getting home late. So when I can, I do. I get down the beach, which I don't live too far from, even if it's just to go for a walk to clear my head. And sometimes I'll go down and do a little bit of a meditate on the rocks, because I really feel like it clears my head and it makes me feel refreshed, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Close your eyes and just forget about everything for a little while. It really, really helps. The sound of the ocean and just how calm it is down there. It's just mesmerizing sometimes. Alright, so anyhow, that's me. There's a lot more to know about me, but I'm trying to keep this as short as possible, but I'm sure we can learn if you're interested in working with me, we'll learn a lot more about each other on the road, on the path to your success. Alright, in saying that, talking about success, how I started My Aircon Care was off a failed business, and that was a property sales business, and that's kind of where I learned how to market, actually. I learned a lot of things about business and how to communicate with people. When I was a real estate agent. I was a real estate agent for around 8 years. Had my own business for 4 of those. You can actually go and see that page. It's that's the web address. That's why I left it there. So you can actually go and see, what I built there. But unfortunately, when the market crashed in 2018, the company went down with it, and that's when I decided to go into a service-based business where you get paid as you do the jobs, because with property sales, sometimes it can take 12, a couple of months before you even get a cent out of the work that you've done. So I was really interested. I'm a mechanic by trade. I worked as a mechanical fitter for about 20 years of my life. Actually, early on, I had started my apprenticeship when I was 16 at my father's car yard, and went through my apprenticeship and ended up working for Joy Mining Machinery in Moss Vale, and met my wife and moved up the Central Coast, and the mechanical stuff got put in the background, and that's when I started in real estate, and ended up with my own business because I'm just so ambitious, and I just love business. I love it. It's a passion of mine. I love meeting. I love the challenge of it, and I love being able to create things and see them work. And one of the greatest things is when you can build something and you can make money out of it and provide for your family. It's one of the greatest feelings in the world, and it's literally something that I've set out to perfect over the last, however many years I've been in the business now. What's 2018? So it's 4. So let's say about 9 years. I've been floating around the business world and learning how to do it. This is why I'm ready now. I'm ready now to show other people how to do it. And what I've got here is a beast. It's scalable, it's duplicatable, and it's just plug and play, which is the whole slogan of what I'm doing. All right, so I learned many lessons. With failure, you learn a lot, and I'm one of those people that don't really like to fail too many times, twice even. So this time I really put a lot of effort into making sure I got it right. Some of the things that I've learnt was what not to do when building a business, and one of those things was never wait for things to come to you. You need to create, number 2 there, how to create systems to bring qualified prospects to you. So really just how to build advertising campaigns to attract people to you, and that's something that I've perfected, especially in this niche, air conditioning, cleaning, and maintenance. There needs to be structure. There needs to be a way in, and then once you do the job, there also needs to be things in place to make sure that those people come back to you, and repeat the process all over again. It really is quite simple once you see it. Okay, outsource anything that someone else can do easily. Little things like talking to leads. When leads come in, you don't want to be doing that stuff. We get virtual assistants to do those type of things, because it's stuff that we don't. It's not productive. It is in a way, because you're booking a job in and things, but you don't need to do that stuff. You need to be out in the field, doing your thing. Cleaning aircons, putting aircons in. You know what I mean. You're a tradesman. That's what you want to do. And what we do is marketing, to help you to get the customers in the door. So how to advertise to the right people. So that's how to put your offer in front of the right people. I've perfected that. The lesson that I learnt from the property sales business was I wasn't doing that right. I wasn't getting my things in front of the right people. In saying that, the market did go down really heavily in 2018, and I couldn't sell a thing, and that was the main reason why I had to shut the doors on that one. But I didn't have a system in place to get me rental properties, so to build a rent roll. I didn't understand that part of the business, okay? And when you don't understand something as important as that, especially when times get tough, and for you, in air conditioning, that is in winter time when things get a little bit dry, people aren't wanting to install things as much. This is when you can fall back on the cleaning and the maintenance work. You use a system like I've got to fill your books up, and you get through winter easily by just doing the cleaning work. And we have advertisements that cater to summer and cater to winter, so we've got that covered for you. This is another huge benefit of working with us. Okay, how to use Facebook to build a big audience. Again, that's just something that I've learned how to do, trial and error, trying different things, and I've got it nailed down now, and I'll show you the results that we get in a sec. And the different apps that make things very easy, so automation, booking softwares, following up automatically with people that come in through your funnel. And there's a couple of different apps. You got your booking software, you've got Facebook, you've got your mobile applications that allow you to access all of that when you're on the run. You've got the lead management software as well, which categorizes everything. There's so many different apps that you can use, is the point I'm getting at, that can help you to run your business much easier. And number 8, the biggest thing is systems make a business work. They just, if you've been in business for a while now, you know that you need to have systems in place. Otherwise, what have you got? You've got nothing really. You've got a business that you do work in, and you got no other way of, managing things. You need systems. You need things in place to, a process, a system to, get the leads in, to manage them, to nurture them, to book them in, and on the back end, ask for reviews and rebook them in. That's what I mean by a system. It's a system that, you do day in, day out to make your business work. You need it. You have to have it. All right. So the beginning of our process. Okay. So going to get right into it. I'm going to just show you everything inside of My Aircon Care, how we get them, how we manage them, and how we get them to come back to us. And this is the same thing that you'll be using if you choose to use us. Okay. All right. So on the front end, you've got your Facebook ad. Now, the Facebook ad is to attract new people to your business, okay? And how we do that with the air conditioning cleaning side of things is we inform people of the health dangers of air conditioners and why it's important to clean them. Okay, we show them how to check, number one, and we show them some pictures and images and videos of things that, of previous jobs, things like that. To help them understand that they've got mold and bacteria growing in their air conditioner on the wall. Okay, anyone that reads that, their ears are gonna prick up, and they're gonna want more information on it. And what Facebook does is it'll show the ad to that person as many times as they need to until they click on it. And if they don't click on it, they'll just go to the next person. They won't just keep flogging a dead horse, sort of thing. Facebook is a really powerful platform in that way. All right, so once they're interested, we connect with them and we capture their contact information in Facebook Messenger and show them what we do. Now, the good thing about Messenger, all right, is you're capturing their information when they click on the ad. If they click on the ad and they choose to engage with you, you've got their information. And what we do is I send them to a video on my website, which has got a pixel on it, and that pixel will also capture their information, so we can remarket to them again without even having to ask them for an email or a phone number or anything. You don't need to these days. We have systems in place that allow us to remarket to them if they don't choose to use us. After I show them the videos and give them information on what we do. So let's say you can see there's 2 arrows going from that point, because if we show them what we do and they want us to book in straight away, I'll show you an example of that in a second. The appointment is booked in a suitable time and a suitable day and time. Okay, or they will go into our funnel. We send them information via email or messenger to help them make a decision, or sometimes we'll offer a deal or a discount. All right, so what I mean by that is I'm going to pull up a quick message here. Not that one. We'll do this one. All right. Okay, so this is basically our process. So when someone sees the ad, they'll click on the ad itself, and a little messenger thing will pop up. If they're on a mobile, it'll go to their messenger app. If they're on, a desktop, which is pretty much never, they're always on a mobile, it takes them straight to Messenger, and it asks them, "Hey Renee, would you like a free quote to have your air conditioner cleaned and treated for mold and bacteria?" And there's a little button at the bottom which says, "Yes please, I'd like a quote." So they click on that. Okay, and then the next message that pops up, which is automated, it says, "Great, thanks for that. What type of system do you have? A split system, a ducted, or a box unit?" All right, she says, "I think it's a split system. It's a reverse cycle Dakin." Okie doke. The system recognizes that she says split system. All right, and it sends them to our demonstration video where I go through in deep detail what we do and why we do it. Okay, it's such a simple thing, but if you don't have a video, I can help you make a video. It's really, really easy. We just film you doing the job, and then we voice over it. Or you can just use my video to start with. We don't need to. You can just use that one, and I can put it on your website, so you can download it and put it up on your website, so it looks like you've made the video. All right. So after that, because the video goes for about 4 or 5 minutes, I think it's 4 or 5 minutes, something like that. We wait about a few minutes because we want them to watch the video. We don't want to give them the price straight away. This is something that I've tested over the years, and we find this works really, really well. So they've watched the video and they understand the process, right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to send them a detailed pricing description, but we're going to split it up, okay, into the different sections, and then give them a total at the end. Okay, so thanks for watching. In the video, we show you that we show you that you understand the quote and you can see how thoroughly we clean it. So we want them to make sure we watch that video, okay? Otherwise they won't understand it. All right. So our pricing is detailed below. Call out fee included in price. Really, really powerful thing to do. Removal of covers and cleaning of filters, 125. So it's split up into 2 categories. Cleaning and deodorize of head unit and barrel fan, 125. Total 250. Your unit will be fresh, sanitized, and performing like brand new. In extreme circumstances, we may need to charge an additional fee of $50 for very dirty units. So you're covering yourself there in case it's really dirty, because sometimes they do get really dirty, especially in kitchens and commercial areas. We all know what they're like. Outdoor unit is included if it can be accessed. Okay, very important point. All right, if it's on a roof, it's going to take you 4 hours to get to it, or it's just in a spot where it's inaccessible, you're still going to get the $250 for doing it. All right. We used to charge separately for the outdoor unit, but now we charge it in the same thing, and they get charged no matter what. And honest to God, I have never ever had a problem with a customer arcing up about it. They understand it and they know that condition because you've put it in your quote, that that's what it is. All right. And a few seconds later, what happens is they get this message. Actually, I think it's about a minute. I've got it at a minute. What are your thoughts? Do you have any questions at all? All right. Okay. This question here, if you don't ask it, you won't get this. Okay. You have to ask. What are your thoughts? Do you have any questions? Would you like to book anything? I found this is the best because it keeps the conversation flowing. What availability do you have to get it done? All right. For some odd reason, it's triggered it again, which is fine. We also send this message as well. Does this sound something that you want done? If you're a pensioner over 60s, we offer 10% discount, which is what we do. I'm not too sure what happened here. It was a little bit of a mess up, but this is why we have a VA. We have someone manning the messages as well. So you can sit there and just watch all of this happen in front of you. That's what your virtual assistant will do. This is a really good example. This is why I'm using this one, because sometimes things do go wrong. All right, not everything's perfect. So what we've said here is, sorry Renee, for some reason it's triggered the messages. What area are you in? And I'll check your availability. All right, and she's responded Arimba. So she's in Arimba. Okay, I've, talking a little bit of, this is, my daughter goes to school in year 6, sounds good. Okay, so I've offered her an 8 a.m. Monday slot, and she said sounds good. All right, so we then send them this, which is the terms and conditions. You need to make sure you send this type of stuff. It's really important. We are super organised here, so we make sure the customer's informed every step of the way. It's really important especially when you're going to ask for another appointment. When you're at the job, you're going to ask for them to rebook in 12 months' time. It's really important that you show them that you're organised and you're on the ball. All right, so we send them our terms and conditions. It doesn't need to be this 4-page document. It's just a simple thing which tells them a cancellation policy and what they've booked in for. And that's it. All right, kindly make sure your air conditioner, kindly make sure the area under the air conditioner is clear for the technicians to complete the work if possible. Thanks, Renee. And then she's given us her address and some instructions on what to do when we get there. All right. There's a really good example of our automations and a really simple getting a quote and booking in the same day. Within a few. I think this was over a couple of hours or something, because I think it was on a Saturday. I think, yeah. That's a really good example of one. Let me see if I can find another one. I did have one here of a lady that we've had in our system and followed up. Where is it? Here she is, Lauren. All right, so this is a lady we've serviced her unit a few times, but I just wanted to show you. Look, this is back in the 22nd of the 1st, 21. All right, so this is a good example of someone rebooking again with us after 12, 18 months. All right, so she's clicked the button on our Facebook page here, and then she said get started. Do you have a split system or a ducted split system? What suburb? Dean Park. What's the best phone number? We can get you on. This is her phone number. So she's answered outside of our operating hours and got the automation message, that one. And when someone's clocked in, let's have a look. Okay, someone's seen it. That might have been me or my wife or someone. Someone's seen it, and we've sent her the quote. And you can see here it's a lot different to what I'm doing now, because I've changed things and evolved as I've progressed through the business to get things more efficient. All right, so instead of this massive spiel now, we use a video, and then we give them the detailed quote, which you've already seen. All right, but this works too. If you don't have a video, we can use this message here, which works extremely well as well. But we can use the video. It's something that we need to test for you to see what's going to work better. That's just a matter of testing over a week or two. These are the types of things that we'll do when you get involved with us. That sounds fantastic. My whole point of this is showing you this is to see that this is what we do to make sure you rebook your customers. All right, my mother, sure thing. What is it? That sounds fantastic. Sure thing. I'll check the diary. Our next appointment is this date. Perfect. Okay, we've booked her in. Payment method. Payment can be cash. Okay, so right, here we go. It's perfect here. Hi Lauren, just a reminder, your appointment is tomorrow. Here are the bank details. And that's it. That was the end of that appointment. All right, so she obviously didn't want to rebook, and maybe at this point in time, I didn't actually have a message going out asking them to rebook. So that's another thing from this point on that I've added to the business as we've progressed through. But on the 18th of the 1st, 2022, my virtual assistants would have went out and started messaging people to rebook for whether it be 12 months. What's that? 18th of the 1st. What was the diet? Yep. 22nd of the 1st, so around 12 months' time. Hey Lauren, it's Jason from Lake and Care. I hope you had a great year. This is just a quick message, just a conversation, just a quick reminder that it's almost 12 months. All right, this is a really, really good example, right, of being persistent. Okay, following up, she's reacted there, so she's seen it. All right, hi Lauren, how are you? Getting close to 1 month, like the time to start your air conditioner again. So we followed her up again. So it's taken us 24th of the 11th, 3rd of the 7th. It's taken us almost 3 follow-ups over the period of 6 or 7 months, right, to get her to rebook. But the point I'm getting at is you've got to stay consistent. And the only way that you're going to do that is by having someone doing this for you, a virtual assistant, because you do not have the time, especially if you're super busy, to be messaging. Right, let's have a look on Friday, because my guys have weekends off. Friday, let's have a look how many messages we've got in here from Friday. Look at it, there's hundreds. Right, you need someone managing this, and you need someone making sure that these leads are contacted and followed up until they book, right? Because a lot of the customers will rebook, but you've just got to stay persistent with them, and you just got to keep messaging them. Okay, a lot of people will send one message and go, "Oh, stuff it." They didn't respond. Move on to the next person, and this person's gonna, pay you another $250, all right, to do the job for them, all right. So she's messaged us. And said, "Hi there, my aircon unit is leaking. Are you able to repair this?" Of course we are. Hi Lauren, yes absolutely. Looks like a blocked drain. Needs a good clean. So looking about $240 to get this started. Just let me know. I can see what's available when I'm available. If I'm not working over the weekend. When you're available next week. So this is January. She's doing this. So we're following up. Conversation's still going. Again, if you didn't have a virtual assistant, man, you would not do this. You can't tell me that you would, right? You just need someone that's able to do this. Okay, so we invite you to watch. See, again, she still hasn't booked. She still hasn't booked. Hi Lauren, we invite you to watch a short video on a thorough process. All right, at this point in time, she's just probably gone, shit, I just need to get this done. When's your next available appointment? How are you? Sorry about the delay. What suburb? Theme Park. Alright, so I've sent her through the new way of quoting it. See, I'm trying different prices. Earliest I can get you is Friday the 3rd of March. So on and so on and so on. Alright, so she ended up booking. Alright, and this is the message that we send people after the job now. Okay, and I've been doing this for the last probably 12 to 18 months now. It works fantastic, and you get reviews. You get people posting on your page, and you make sure the jobs are done properly, especially if you've got guys out there doing the work for you. You want to get feedback on what it was. So it's, hi Lauren, thanks so much for your business. We appreciate it. As the technician would have spoken to you about, we highly recommend getting this done every 12 months as we're getting very busy and book out fast. We highly recommend reserving the spot for you next year. We can also send you a reminder in a few weeks' time, but we can also send you a reminder in a few weeks, but we can't guarantee there will be a booking available with how popular our service is getting. Okay, there's no pressure or rush, just a part of our service, and wanting to make sure as a customer is looked after, our customer is looked after. Geez, I'm good at reading, aren't I? If you can let us know, is as simple as rebooking you for the same day next year. If it's not suitable, when the time comes, we can change it. She hasn't responded yet, so we will send her another message after this and ask her to do that. All right, moving on. I think you get the point. So this is our process with everyone. Okay, everyone. We do this. We make sure all the boxes are ticked. All right. So customer communication. So when they book the job, what we do is we send them a reminder, so a confirmation. This is 3 days before the appointment, checking that they still want that time, checking that they still want that day. Sorry, I was just checking I was still recording because I can't see anything. So checking in 3 days before the appointment, confirming the next time, terms and conditions, right? So we're sending that out 3 days beforehand, making sure that they're still booking in. Because why do we do it 3 days? Because that gives us enough time if they need to cancel to find a new appointment. All right, there's always a reason why we're doing things, right? And that's that reason. Okay, timing, let the customer know you're on the way. So when you're in the car on the way to the job, when you're in the car on the way to the job, text your customer. You don't have to call them if you don't want to call them. I find calls are okay as well. You're just letting them know that you're on the way. What this does is it breaks the ice as well for you when you're talking to them. So you've already spoken to them. They know you're coming. Why is this important? Because you're starting to build rapport with them. You're starting to talk to them. You're starting the conversation. Okay, this is so important when you want to rebook them. Okay, honestly, you need to start building rapport with them. Be friendly with them. It is really that easy. Do a good job. Be friendly. Make sure the communication's open. They will rebook. Let them know that the mold will come back within 6 to 12 months. That they need to keep an eye on it. And we will contact them when it's time, okay? And that's, again, what our virtual assistant does. They contact them, 4-5 weeks before their appointment's up, as you've seen, as I've just shown you. And we make sure we give our best chance of rebooking that person. All right, educate. And the next one is educate. Educate the customer on why the units develop mold and recommend rebooking today for 12 months' time. And then we follow up, which is secure. The message goes out to rebook and also ask for review. Link is given to complete. So we've already seen that part of it. All right. So up to this point, we've gone through the beginning of the process. So finding the person that we want to talk to, capturing their information, showing them our offer, providing them information, booking them in, following them up. Communication before the job, making sure that you inform them about the dangers of mold and everything like that when you're at the job. We can go through this in more detail if you do come on with us. And then ensuring that they want to rebook, we just send them a message and ask them. Okay, we ask for a review and we ask them to rebook. It's really, really simple, okay? And we've got it all in place. It's literally just going to be plug and play for you guys. Okay, there's really no learning curve. All right, our booking software, okay? So obviously we're at the point now where we need to book the job in and we need to be able to manage all of our jobs in the one spot. Now, I use a software called Setmore. Why I use it is it's easy to use and manage. The virtual assistants find it really good to use. It's super simple when you set it up. You've got all your jobs and prices and all that stuff just in there ready to go in the drop-down menu. You select your job, put their info in, click the time, it's booked in. It takes 2 seconds to do it. It's got a mobile app, so you can have it in your car. If you've got Apple CarPlay, you can hook it up to that. It connects to maps, so every person has a little icon next to their address. You can call them, you can message them, and you can click the little button there and it will open up maps on your phone, and you can press the button and off you go to your next job. Okay, and it also has a payment system integrated, so you can get paid via card using it, and it'll be in your bank account within 2 days. I like to use transfer because transfer these days is instant, but look, that's something to talk about when you're in with us, and I can run through all that with you. Alright, I'm just going to show you what Setmore looks like. So I've opened up, this is from February 2022, so 12 months ago. This is my calendar. From then, I did have a few other guys working with me at this point in time. This was kind of before COVID destroyed everything. Yeah, you can see here, it's just easy. If you've got guys working for you as well, it's just as easy as selecting their appointments and booking them in. So you've got truck 1, truck 2, truck 3, truck 4. You've got their diary here. You click on a job, it comes up. all the details of the job. You can see that he's got labels here to see, whatever you want to put on there. You can customize these as well, custom label. You've got amount for the month, tells you all those details. And you've got all the bits and pieces on the side here. This is just a basic overview, guys, and you can also go to weekly view. Alright, which shows you the different days of the week. Click in there. The good thing about this is it's got a mobile app as well. The mobile app is, fantastic for guys like us out on the road. You just click on the address. It looks different here, but when you're on the mobile app, it's got like a little button here, and you click it, and it opens up maps, and you just click to go to your next job. Off you go. All right, so that's the software. That's the booking software. It's a really, really easy to use software. I think it's about $130 a month or something like that. I've been using it for 5 years. No, not that long. Probably 4 years. Yeah, about 4 years now. I've never had any problems with it. It's just a good software. All right, so the My Aircon Care lead management software. Okay, so this is the software that all your data goes to, all your leads. This is how we keep everything nice and neat. And if you go into Facebook here, it's all just in one big messed up category, right? With this particular software, it's organized as they go through the different stages of our messenger funnel. Okay, so the different points. For instance, let's go back to, where is she? Renee. All right, so she's gone through, the different parts here. Okay, I'll pull it up here so you can actually see. So as she goes through the different parts, she gets categorized into these different categories. Okay, let me tell you how powerful this is. It is a lifesaver, especially if you've got, like for me, I've got 18,000 leads inside of my platform. This software has been just so good for me. As you can see, it categorizes everything. This is just a demo for you. This isn't my actual account. Didn't want to open it up. But yeah, this is basically what it's going to look like for you. So, and we can put these categories, we can put whatever ones you want in it. So some of you might have, you might want your install leads, or your whatever, your repair leads and stuff like that in different categories. It's really, really simple to move them over into the different ones. You just move them like this and pull them into the different categories as they're going through. But the biggest thing with this is as they go through our funnel, as they go through, they're automatically categorized into each different part. So as they go through, yes, I'd like a quote, they go into the new lead section. Okay. Where is it? As they go through, they've watched the video. Okay. They've watched the video. And if they haven't responded after they've watched the video, they just stay in the watch video category. Okay? If they've watched the video and they've responded, received the quote, they go into, where is it? Split system quote category. As they move, if they're moving through and they end up booking, they go into the booked split system category. All right, now the booked split system category, your virtual assistant will actually put in there for you, or you'll do it yourself if you don't want a virtual assistant. You'll do it yourself, and you just basically when you book them in through the system, you actually just type in how much it was, because you have to do this manually because each job is going to be a different value. Okay, so you need to do this manually, but everywhere else, the whole point of having them in these different categories is because you can then pull the list out. You can download that list, okay, and you can email them or you can message them directly in Facebook or through your software, which is something that I can show you how to do if you decide to proceed further. That's not what this is about. This is just about showing you what's involved with the system. All right. Another great feature of that software that I've just shown you is the missed call text feature. So what will happen is, if you are super busy and you miss a call, which everybody misses calls through the day because you're either on a job, on a ladder, in a roof, your phone's in the car, whatever it might be, you're driving or you're on another call, whatever the reason is, you're going to miss phone calls, right? A really good feature of this is when the phone rings and you don't answer, what will happen is the software will send out a text message to that person and just ask them, hey, sorry I missed your call, how can I help you? It'll show up in your messages here, okay, and your virtual assistant can take over the conversation from there. So you're never gonna miss another lead or another missed call again. So how many times have you missed a call, called them back, and they've said, sorry mate, I've just called someone else and I've accepted the job with them? You pull your hair out because you're busy, you're doing the right things, and you might have even paid for that click on Google or that phone call or whatever it might have been. If you're paying for ads and someone's clicked it, you've just wasted, sometimes it can be between $5, $10, $20 on a click, okay? This is a really, really powerful feature for people like us who are super busy, and it's something that can be set up in 2 seconds inside of it, and it's included in our packages that we have as well. It's just a part of the software, but I just wanted to make a point of it because it's a really, really powerful feature. All right, so the leads are automatically added into real time into the tracking sheet. We've just gone through that. I just want to really emphasize this because it is the center of your business, right? If your leads are organized like this, you can market so much better because you can send people in the different categories, different offers, instead of sending out a bulk message to people that are ducted customers or box unit customers or the wrong people. So you're sending out mixed messages, but if you can send out just one message to your ducted customers and say, hey, I'm doing a promo where I'm going to give you 50% off your filter installation this week, or 50% off, checking gas pressures or whatever it might be you want to do. I think you get my point. But we can do that by categorizing these and sending messages out to just these categories, okay? And that's something that we can do and we will do for you. All right. Now, when you're going through all of this, you need to be able to track everything. Okay. So this is an image I took of my account over a period of a week. So the 13th of Feb to the 26th of Feb. In that week, we pulled in 70 leads. Okay. With a conversion rate of 22.86. And what that means is every 100 leads, 22 of those booked a job, basically. That's what that means. Okay, so out of 100 leads, 22 booked. Okay, it's as simple as that. We only had 70 opportunities. Now you can do the calculation there, but we send a report like this to you every month. So it'll show you how many leads we brought in for you, the conversion rate, and how much money you brought in. Also how much you spent, of course. That will be significantly lower than that, believe me. Anyway, here's a case study of a recent campaign. Well, these numbers are just normal. I've had these numbers for years and years now. They're very similar. This number here, the $6.89 with a red arrow that used to be a little bit less than that, but also we used to charge less as well. So it's all relative. I'll go in there and I'll show you this as well, so you can see that it's not just a picture I've taken of someone else, but this is really common, this amount here. You know what, you can see where I'm advertising, the Central Coast and in Sydney, Newcastle and Sydney there. I'll take you in here and have a look. Alright, so here's my ads manager. I'll just refresh it for you. I hope you're getting a lot out of this video. there's quite a bit to go through. I know it's a little bit drawn out, but you need to know this information. Okay, I'm just going to take you back to the last 30 days. So this is the most recent. All right, you can see I think this is the image I took. Yeah, you can see here, $6.91. I haven't been running ads in Western Sydney because I haven't been going that far. I've been trying to stick to Newcastle and North Sydney. But this is the stuff that I can do I can dictate where I want to go, where I want the jobs to be. You're paying about this. This is pretty normal, between $6 and $8. You can see in Western Sydney it was $8.56. I hadn't run the ads for that long. That would probably drop to about that over a longer period of time, because you can see here, look, I've spent nearly $1,000 in these two areas, and that's about your cost. All right, but anywhere between there is pretty good. Between there is pretty good. All right. Because I've done some numbers here for you, I'll just show you this. So based on those figures and the amount of money that we've accumulated over the past few weeks, or over that particular week, I've done the case study on that week. So your average cost is about $7 per lead. Conversion to job is about 22.8%. So that means for every 100 leads, 22 of them convert to paying customers. We charge $250 a job. This number will vary depending on you. We can drop it to $220. You can drop it to whatever one you like, but I'm basing this case study on what I'm actually charging now. So your total spend's about $700. That's over a couple of weeks, and your revenue generated is about $5,500. Pretty good return on your money. For me, I've got a big database of people, so we have a lot of return customers, and we run ads as well. So my numbers are going to be a little bit different. But look, the whole point of this is I'm showing you what I can build for you by just putting this into your business. All right, this is about a long-term strategy. This isn't about just chucking the ads on and making money for 1 month. Right, this is a long-term strategy, and what I've shown you today is how you do it. Okay, you've seen we've gone back in time. I've shown you that I was getting these results 2 years, 3 years ago. It's nothing different. It's just these figures that change. Facebook obviously puts their cost per, their costs up, and you just got to wear it. But you've got to, things. What I've done is I've adjusted as I've gone along to make things better, to make us close more jobs, to help us close more jobs by doing videos and all sorts of things. And that's what marketing's about: changing things and adapting to the marketplace. That's what you got to do. All right, so the whole idea of my aircon care business is to focus on your business while we build your customer base using our proven formula, which you've just seen in the video. The whole idea is you can not have to worry about this, because this is a huge part of your business. And if you don't know what you're doing, you don't get this right, you're going to spend a shitload of money and you're going to get no results. I've done it. I've done it. There's nothing really else to say. I don't need to sugarcoat it. It's hard. It's not easy. And using someone like myself who's skilled and that's done this is going to save you a lot of time, a lot of effort, and to be honest, it's gonna work for you. It's gonna work. I know it will. Okay, I've done it in all across Australia. I've done it in Brisbane, Sydney, Central Coast, Newcastle, and it's worked everywhere. Okay, you don't have to worry about that. All right, so hang on a sec. I just want to go through all this stuff, all these things that are included. You've basically seen everything, but just to show you again what's included and all that. So you got the social media advertising, so unlimited Facebook ads and Google ads. We'll use what works. We don't need to. You don't need to recreate anything really. Everything that we used works, and we're just going to use the same things in yours. You got the video quotes. You got the lead capture and client acquisition. You got unlimited revisions. Got the expert ad copy, which is something that I've perfected over time. You got the detailed monthly advertising reports, the follow-up messages, the sales scripts, everything that we've shown you will be included. You've got the lead capture software, right? So the funnel system designed for aircon cleaning clients. So what I mean by that is, this thing, the opportunities and the pipelines, everything, like it's all included. Okay, you're going to get all of that automated lead follow-up, before and after job nurture, jobs booked for you, missed call to text follow-up, automated emails. That's something I haven't showed you, but we do emails. It's all included in the booking software and things. The booking software sends out emails, but we also do send out emails to follow up with your clients as well, just to stay in contact with them. And that's something I can show you, when you come on board with us. The calendar integration. So if you've got a calendar that you want to use, we can use it. I highly do recommend using Setmore if you can. It's just as simple as switching over to it. Even if you use Setmore for your cleaning stuff, and if you're using it, you can use another software for your installs and stuff. Whatever. It's something that we need to discuss when you come on board. And then real-time updated lead management. So you can actually get access to all the information at any point in time. So your Facebook ads, how many we're converting, how many jobs we're booking for you, all that stuff. You can get access to that any time of day that you like. Okay, and you've also got your virtual assistant. So answers and manages leads, books in jobs, handles missed calls, the missed call text chat, never miss another lead or job again, and just get your life back. Don't have to worry about this advertising and marketing. Let us do it for you. We know what we're doing. We do a great job. I've built my business around this. I've perfected it, and it's ready for you to use now. So I guess my question to you is, when do you want to start? There's going to be a button below the video here for you to book in a time to talk to me about when you want to start. I'm going to give you the pricing and stuff in a second, but there should be a button around here somewhere where you can book a time to have a talk to me about getting this going for you. Okay, I have quite a few people going at the moment. It is getting busy. I will get to you as soon as I can. Just check the calendar and see what's available. And all it is a simple conversation that you and I will have, just to say, yes, I want to get going. And then what we'll do from that point is we'll talk about the next steps and things in that conversation. All right. So your costs. So your pricing and onboarding costs. I'm making this super affordable for you. Now, the setup and onboarding is $500. So that's just for me to set everything up. You're going to give me all your info. I'm going to set it all up and get the ads going, get all the leads cranking, get the jobs booked into your calendar. Okay, there's quite a bit to do, but initially I need something from you, just because I'm going to be spending time on it. So $500 is fine. Most of it's done, so I just need to plug it into your different things. Some of you have Facebook pages, some of you don't. I know that, so I've got to create Facebook pages and stuff like that. I just need a little bit of money up front to do that. Now, the management fee is $475 a week, or $1,900 a month. I say it's over a week because that's how I like to pay things. I like to pay things through the week. $475 a week is, pretty affordable for a tradesman running a business. And it's, like I said, $1,900 a month. If you pay in advance, it's $1,800 a month. So if you give me $1,800 up front every month, I'll give you $100 off. Pretty fair. Otherwise, you can just pay it, weekly in advance. You just pay week to week as you go, which is something that I like to do, but some people like to pay. There's two options there for you, whatever you want to do. Okay, so obviously it includes everything that we've gone through. So ad management for socials and website, access to lead management software and all features, virtual assistant for 4 hours a day. So we're including a virtual assistant in this. Unheard of. You're not going to get that anywhere else. If you want to have that person for 8 hours a day, it's an extra $200. So, but that's so you're talking, not a whole lot for a full-time person to manage your leads and bookings. It's pretty good going. Leverage. You're leveraging My Aircon Care's credibility. I'm going to promote you as a trusted partner. I have a lot of trust out there in the marketplace because I've done the right thing by people for such a long time, and I'll put you as our trusted partner. So we'll say that we've trained you and you're doing things the way we like things done. And it's just going to help you to grow faster. Okay, my phone is always on. If you need anything, if you need to ask me anything, you need help with something, my phone's always on. Once you're with us, and I'll look after you from day one. Okay, we'll send monthly reports on your ad spends and your jobs. And you're also going to get, which I think is the most powerful thing about this, is the follow-up messages, videos, and sales scripts. These are things that I've perfected over the last 4 years, and you're going to get all of that knowledge and know-how and experience just injected into your business. You're going to get a lot out of it. All right, now there are some additional costs which are not much, like I'm talking like $14, $15 or something like that for a 1-800 number, and that's for your text. That's for your missed call text messages. You need a number for that, so there's a separate thing for that, and also Set More. If you want to get Set More, it's not essential, but I think it's about $100 and something a month. All right, so that's pretty much it. I hope you've enjoyed this. It has gone on for a little bit longer than I wanted, but I just wanted to make sure you knew everything, and everything's on the table so you can see exactly what we're doing. I hope you have a great day, and I honestly do hope I end up working with you. I think you're going to get a lot out of working with us. And I'll leave it at that. So if you want to book a call with me, click one of the buttons around the video. It's got to be one somewhere, and I'll speak to you on that phone call. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.